Hello Earth signs, Sun, Moon and Venus rising. This is a general reading for Earth signs. If this resonates with you Earth signs, take what does and leave what doesn't. So let's see what message is coming out for you Earth signs. Okay, started already. You have sexual union. Honor their place in what, I'll read it from here. Honor the place in one another, where you are one eternal soul, for they will find true bliss. Okay? That's for somebody out there. What the message here for Earth signs? Balance. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it, Earth signs. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. Okay? So some of you may need balance in your life. Okay? Because this is a sexual union. Let's see what the message here. You also have inner child. So some of you could be dealing with inner child issues right now. Your inner child is urging you to lighten up a little. Get out of your comfort zone and have fun. In order to be healthy, we must engage our imaginations, creativity and spontaneity. When was the last time did you do something spontaneous or intuitive and outrageous here, Earth signs? When and with whom do you feel uninhibited, relaxed and completely comfortable to be yourself? Your inner child can be your strongest ally or your biggest foe. It can assist you to heal childhood pain, rejection, loneliness and abandonment. It can take you on an exciting adventure, help you become more confident, daring, original and bold. Or it can make you behave in childish ways, bringing up anxiety, fear and suspicion. This card beckons you to heal your childhood pain and discover your independence, compassion, creativity, talents and joy. A healthier inner child can help you connect to your integrity, divinity and purity. It believes in miracles and creates magic in your life. The action you need to do here, Earth signs, is find a photo of you as a child between the age of 3 and 8. Look at the picture. What do you see in your eyes? What is the expression on your face? If this little child had a voice, what would she or he say to you? Take some paper and using your non-dominant hand, write dear and then your name. Okay? I feel, and then you write down. Give the little you a chance to express itself. Then write a loving response from the adult you. Ask the child in you what she or he needs to feel better. Then follow the child's recommendation. Okay? That's for somebody here who's dealing with inner child issues right now. Well, excuse my... Now the cards down. Alright. This is for Earth signs, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. So the message coming out for you, the crystal, black kyanite. Set strong boundaries. Some of you need to set some strong boundaries here. Okay? So I'm just going to read that for you now. Set strong boundaries. Black kyanite. Set firm boundaries. Creating strong boundaries enables a healthy relationship. However, sometimes that requires saying no when the people in your life ask things off you. It's important for you, your own self-care, to separate your own needs from those of others as part of your day-to-day routine. Instead of giving to others until your cup is empty, Earth signs, set limits to ensure you have enough love and energy left to nurture all your valued relationships in a healthier way. Over the long term, resist any feelings of guilt. Stand strong in your power and own your boundaries. What boundaries do you need to create, Earth signs? And which are non-negotiable for you? And where can you be flexible? Okay? These are the core questions you need to ask yourself. And the affirmation is, I care for myself and others by maintaining a firm boundaries with the people in my life. Today, say no to a request and own your choice without explanation. So you're going to have to say no, you don't have to explain yourself here. Okay, but some of you need to open up your heart chakra, because some of your heart chakras are closed at the moment. And the other message for earth signs is guilt. So somebody's feeling guilty about something. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul growth. So like I said, you have to say no. I don't feel guilty about it. I'm actually going to read that to you now. Guilty. I release any belief that no longer assist in my soul growth. The energy of fear has many guises to complicate your path to loving yourself. Guilt is the most devious because it's a wolf in sheep's clothing. It's self-imposed emotions that pretends to be instructive and enlightening. Guilt can help us grow when we realize that our actions have been hurtful to others, or that we need to make amends. After we do so, though, it is time to learn from the behavior and move on. The problem arises when we hold on to a guilty feeling that serves no purpose other than promoting self-destructiveness and low self-esteem. No one is perfect. Everyone makes mistakes. Guilt is not always rational, but if you examine it subjectively, act on it, and release it, it becomes a temporary emotion. Long-held guilty feelings are never good and will create a roadblock to self-love and happiness. You must continually scan your current emotions for any guilty feelings and bring them to the surface for analysis. Healthy guilt is a warning that action should be taken. Irrational guilt needs to be released. So like I said, some of you are feeling guilty for even saying no. Some of you are feeling guilty for wanting to go and say put yourself first. Some of you are feeling guilty for something you've done and need to actually correct. Okay? So let's see what other message is coming out for you here. This is for Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. So let's see what's on your mind. For some of you right now, you could be no longer waiting, okay, with the Three of Wands. Someone's got lack of foresight here, obstacles to long-term goals here as well. There could be some delays, or some of you are unable to complete a cycle here, okay? But some of you seem to be very overwhelmed by demands right now, okay? For some of you as well, with the Three of Wands showing up like this, some of you could have been waiting for your ships to come in, right? But the Three of Wands there turning reverse like this, you could be dealing with a Libra, Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo, okay? But there's been some disappointment here. There could have been treachery or some indecisiveness. You didn't make up your mind. A lot of frustration going on and lack of confidence here with this person, okay? And some of you, that's how you're feeling. You're not lacking confidence. There could have been some disappointment here that's come through here with the Three of Wands here reversed like this. And for some of you, with the Three of Wands there showing up like this, some of you could have even missed the opportunity, okay? Some of you feeling that you've been ignored. Some of you are feeling that you need to make a new direction is needed in your life right now. Because it seems like your skills and your efforts have been wasted. But what I'm hearing is the message is to set new goals here, earth signs. It also implies that it's a good time to lighten your workload by delegation if possible, or reorganizing the way you work so you are able to kind of conserve some of your energy. Some of you might find other people uncooperative here, and you may need to be wary of mixed loyalties, okay? That's probably why some of you are feeling guilty here, okay? Because the Three of Wands appears in a reverse in a spread like this, maybe indicating that your efforts, your talents, and your skills are being wasted on your current life circumstances right now, earth sign. Some of you do need to look to a new direction for a different and more suitable option to enable you to live more authentically, because the card that clarifies that, is the Three of Swords. So that's 2 3s here, so there definitely could be a third party involved here, okay? Because it's never too easy to hear in a moment, but grief and heartbreak can be defining and character building here. Because this suffering that you're going through right now with the Three of Swords here, Earth signs, okay, is meant to make you stronger rather than focusing on the past. Some of you need to focus on what's ahead of you and dust yourself off and keep on going, because you might fall down 7 times but get up 8. Alright? And the card that clarifies the Three of Swords is the Eight of Swords. So some of you are definitely feeling trapped in your head here. Okay? You seem like you're overwhelmed by problems and personal issues right now. Some form of domination or restriction. Someone's trying to put some restriction on you. Or you're being forced into living by other people's rules. You feel trapped and you think there's no way out here, Earth signs. But this is your own fear. You need to make a decision for yourself. Okay? And you need to prioritize what's causing you this. Because the solution do exist here, but the answer requires clear thinking and compromise here. Because the card that clarifies that is the injustice. Some of you could have been dealing with the Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, or Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You might not have this in your chart, but there's definitely been some injustice. Somebody could have even been hurt that they could have ended up in prison. There could have been some injustice going on here, okay? But someone's no longer waiting, okay? Because the injustice card here is showing that things are off balance here, okay? There don't seem to be any give and take here in this relationship for some of you, okay? Someone could be putting more in than the other person. Some of you could be dealing with a Libra, Capricorn. It could even be yourself here, okay? But what is showing here with the injustice card here, reversed like this, there's been some unfairness, okay? Or some legal complication going on. But someone's being very excessive here, very severe. Because when justice appears reversed in that reading, it's indicating that some karmic lesson has been experienced here for you, Earth signs, and you are too fully to understand its meaning at the moment and its lessons, but it's accepting it here, okay? It could also even be playing, Earth signs, that someone around you has taken advantage of you here, and it may also imply false accusations and intolerance. You're unable to make things at this time, so your only option is to learn from the lesson. Do not allow it to happen again here, okay? Some of you need to handle the situation as best as you can to move on, because let go, let God. And some of you, it's inner childhood issues that you need to let go of, okay? But someone's feeling guilty here, alright? And someone could feeling hurt, could have hurt somebody's feelings, or they hurt yours, okay? But things are being off balance here, right? And for some of you right now, this injustice that's taken place, right? It could have been indicating an injustice or a loss in your life. But it's telling you to move on regardless and trust that there is better to come, okay? Some of you, it's the ending of a divorce or a separation here, right? But there's definitely some injustice that has taken place, right? For some of you right now though, in your love life, right, if you and your partner are having legal issues, then all will not go in your favor. Because if you're not having legal problems, just it can mean that you're getting what you deserve, for the worse, not for the better, okay? Pre-warned is pre-armed, I hear. Alright? So like I said, some of you need to set stronger boundaries here, okay? Someone could be taking advantage of you, somebody who's hurt you, okay? Because in the past, you could have been dealing with somebody who was emotionally unstable here, okay? This could be a Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. You may even have this in the chart, but the energy here is showing off somebody here who's unstable, somebody here who's emotionally unavailable. This person here, okay, could be a Cancer. They may even have Cancer in the chart, or Pisces that you could be around you, okay? It could be a family member. It could be somebody here who's not so reliable, okay? This is somebody here who's possessive, overbearing. They're very selfish, this person, and very dishonest. There could even be double dealing here, or two-timing you here, okay? Or it could be you. Earth signs, that's got this energy, okay? But the King of Cups reversed like this is someone you cannot be trusted, okay? Especially in business or financial sectors here. This may even be even inclined to use this superior education or privilege or social contact to take advantage of others and deceive people. It could even be your friend, but this is somebody who can't even be trusted here, okay? It's advising you, take it or leave it, okay? But it's actually advising you that not to become involved in any way, particularly in business matters with any unknown man, no matter how enticing the offer or idea may be here, Earth signs, okay? Because the card that clarifies that is the Eight of Swords, so that's come up twice now, okay? Where someone's feeling like they're being stuck here, trapped in a head, because this entrapment could even be in prison here, or somebody's feeling playing a victim. They've got very negative thoughts, this person, because it seems like the previous thought pattern may no longer be of use to this person now, are you? Someone needs to open themselves to a shift in thought here, because there's a change in perspective, okay? It might be what you need right now and what you need to actually change, okay? You may be labeling yourself at the moment as a victim right now, or this person who's around you maybe, okay? Rather than feeling sorry for yourself here, Earth signs, it's take back your power and evaluate the choices you have, and trust your intuition here, because somebody here is very untrustworthy, okay? And the card that clarifies that could be a father figure or somebody, a boss, that's somebody you work for, okay? But this male, they lack maturity and self-control, okay? They're very pushy, very domineering. There could be a bit of a bully here, okay? This person is very self-centered, okay? And there's danger of a serious injury in competition or battle here, because someone's lost prestige or shame. The loss of job, there could be a loss of control. There's abuse of power or domination going on here, Earth signs, okay? That's probably why someone's feeling guilty, because you got the Four of Swords here. And that usually talks about separation, somebody who could be ill that needs to go within, okay? Or somebody that needs time out, okay? Seems to be some form of separation here going on, right? Because for some of you right now, with the Four of Swords here, upright like this, you could be dealing with a Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Virgo, Capricorn, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, I see strongly, okay? But for some of you, with this Four of Swords here, upright like this, it speaks about inner reflection here. Someone needs to go within. Someone might need rest, okay? Because the Four of Swords, it also speaks about some negativity is moving away from your life, okay? But it does imply a period of rest or recovery or meditation. It may even be indicating a time of bereavement or mourning, because some of you could be going through some bereavements right now. Because the Four of Swords may simply be telling of a need to retreat from the hustle and bustle and the stresses of the world for a time, in order just to find or refine inner balance and equivalent in your life right now, okay? Because somebody's life seems to be out of balance, okay? But there is a light at the end of the tunnel here, Earth signs, okay? There's going to be some inevitable changes to come, but use these changes as the foundation stone for the future plans, because the shadow of your life is slowly moving away, and although you may have to wait until the time is right for your desires and dreams to come true, it's just in a matter of time, okay? Because for some of you right now, with this Four of Swords here showing up like this, in your love life right now, it talks about solitude, healing, needing space, some of you, okay? Because if your partner were a couple in the past, and you went through a period where you had a break from each other, obviously separation didn't last forever, but it happened anyway, nonetheless, okay? And if you and your lover have never been separated before, the Four of Swords symbolize a period before your lover came a long way. You felt lonely by yourself and longed for love, for some of you, okay? Because it's showing here, you and your partner are currently having a bit of a breakaway from each other, But do not worry here, earth signs, because the Four of Swords period usually doesn't last a very long time. It usually predicts a short-term pause, or alternatively, it's possible that you and your partner are currently going through a time of healing in your relationship. You are or want to spend time alone, away from people, so that you can heal any rift between the two of you. That's for somebody, okay? But for some of you, your situation feels hugely isolated. It could be that you and your lover have separated yourself from friends and family. But some of you need to be wary, right? Because this is never a good sign. It can signal control issues in the relationship. Alternatively, you possibly feel isolated from your lover, or currently you're living separate lives, and this is causing you stress and worry right now. Okay? Someone seems to be very out of control, out of balance. Somebody here could be even leading a double life here. Okay, but someone is definitely playing the victim here, right? Now, what's beneath this all is that yes, there's been a relationship that was unstable. A relationship could have ended with the Four of Wands here. Some of you could have relocated home. Okay, some of you are going through some financial difficulties right now with the Four of Wands here reversed like this. And for some of you, there could have been a lot of arguments in the home or in the relationship, okay? Someone definitely could have Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius in the chart, okay? But for some of you right now, you might feel that you're in a safe and secure period of time in your life right now. But with the Four of Wands reversed, it talks about frustration and resentment, discord going on. Somebody's unhappy here, and they could be rebelling or fighting against some form of restriction, especially with the Eight of Swords here, okay, and turning up twice like this, okay. It's warning you that you may not be paying attention to important people and issues in your life right now, Earth sign, and it's asking you to be aware of your attitude and behavior and to change them, okay, because the Four of Wands, when it's reversed like this, it's a message to look to the positive, as this will lead to some improvement in the situation. Some of you need to maintain a positive attitude here and be appreciative and grateful, because the Four of Wands reverse also tells you to be grateful for all that you have and to appreciate the things that really matter in your life, okay? Because right now, for some of you, there's a tendency towards short-lived romances and unstable connection for some of you. Some of you are building on false foundation, offers only partial fulfillment and happiness, okay? But there's a lot of tension, anxiety, and irritability going on here. And this may cause muscle aches around your neck, your shoulder, your back areas, because there's a lot of stress and tension in your body that you're holding on to, okay? But the Four of Wands reversed like this is the overall feeling of mental and physical discomfort that may also lower your libido for some of you, that you've got no sexual drive for some of you, okay? And not taking no action. That's for somebody, okay? But there's definitely some form of restriction on your personal creativity, your self-expression here, okay? And it could be through some form of control or rules or regulations. Some of you could be in prison, okay? And this is causing unhappiness and resentment. But ultimately, it could result in rebellion, upheaval, or general discord here, because you have the Queen of Cups here that clarifying this. This is somebody who's loving, intuitive, psychic, calm, spiritual, tender-hearted, okay? The Queen of Cups, she rules the realms of emotion. She's sitting alone. They allow the calmness needed for complete serenity. They hold a cup that is closed, symbolizing the unconscious mind. Some of you right now, you're feeling sensitive and intuitive, and you're attuned yourself to the emotional needs of others as of late, and you open up spiritually, and you're moved by the tragedy and beauty of life, never reacting with impatience or anger though, always having a kind word for all. This is somebody that you could be having problems with, somebody that you're living with, or problems with the home or the relationship here, okay? Because something could have been cancelled here, okay? There's some clouded joy, and somebody's only getting some modest financial gain here, but there's some problem with the property here with this Queen of Cups. Could be a Pisces, but something stagnant here, okay? with the Hangman here. Somebody could be reflecting here, because the card is of contradiction. It's confusing time ahead. Some of you, just telling you to do the opposite of what your instinct is telling you, because the peace of mind comes from making the decision here. And some of you need to put aside any selfish interest, and it may be necessary to sacrifice in order to achieve success here for some of you. So instead of trying to control the situation and people, some of you need to leave them alone, or you feel this person needs to leave you alone because the relationship's unstable. It could even have ended here. Okay, there you are, earth signs, but you reverse. So some of you right now with the Page of Pentacles reversed right now, you could be unemployed, you could have lost your job for some of you. Okay, because some of you right now, it seems like you're being very stubborn. Okay, and you're not seen to be taking any form of action to actually move forward here. All right, because it's reversed, right? And when it's reversed like this, he's talking about somebody who's being very idle, this stagnation, this discouragement, this carelessness. And there's also money worries here, because someone could even lose out financially here. Okay, if you're dealing with a young man here, the Knight of Pentacles, this is somebody here who's very irresponsible and very impatient attitude. This person seems to need a great deal of motivation, otherwise he has a tendency to become lazy, dissatisfied. Okay, this person comes across as quite a coward. Okay, because when he's reversed like this, and this is talking about you, earth signs, okay, you're coming across very dull, conservative, plodding character who frequently displays great stubbornness, often to your own disadvantage here. Okay, but this indicates also that some important issues to do with your career or money or financial aspects are at a standstill at this moment, and it's asking you to wait for a more auspicious time to make a new start or proceed with plans regardless. Okay, because right now this Page of Pentacles who's reversed like this, no, Knight of Pentacles, sorry, right, who's reversed like this, this is somebody who's slow moving, they've got a lot of baggage. Okay, they've got other responsibilities that they're taking on. Okay, because it seems like in the past you and your partner didn't move the relationship forward. It's not that you or they didn't want the partnership, it just seems like they felt no urgency to act, and this caused the other one to be the individual who acted and became accustomed to it, and now they're the one who's pushed for the relationship, because one of you could have pushed more than the other. Okay, I was doing more work than the other. But the Knight of Pentacles can also mean that your lover has a considerable amount of baggage from the past which affects the present. Like I said, there's somebody's dealing with the inner child issues here, and someone's walking around carrying guilt. Okay, but for somebody here, your partner or potential partner is indeed dragging their feet. Perhaps they have other commitments and don't wish to overextend themselves with a relationship. You know what I mean? Because they're not focusing on the relationship, and somebody's feeling guilty because somebody wants to say no, but they're feeling guilty about it. But to your own detriment anyway, right? Because what's coming ahead of you, you could be dealing with the air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. But this person, you might not have this in your chart, this person is overcritical, opinionated, and dominant. Okay? This person even has a violent streak, and very selfish, and very vengeful, and manipulative, and very abusive. Okay? Because you're dealing with somebody here with the air sign. It could be Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Okay? But this King of Swords here, when he's reversed like this, he's coming across a bit of like a narcissist. Okay? Because this person isn't telling us the truth, they're lying. Okay? It could be Taurus, they've got Libra, they might even have Aquarius or Gemini in the chart. Okay? But this person is coming across very overbearing, stern. Could be a partner, your husband, your father, or a male counterpart here. Okay? But there's definitely been some unfairness here. This person is very cold, calculating, manipulative, sarcastic. Okay? When the King of Wands appear in reverse like this, it's a warning to someone who may have a negative influence in your life. At this time here, earth signs, he's most likely a mature man who at times can act cruelly and unjustly. Okay? In regards to legal matters of all kinds here, this King of Swords may be cautioning you about your case or side because it's telling you to check and recheck details, as there may be some mistrust or misinformation that may be detrimental to your earth signs. Okay, because the reverse King of Swords depicts a man who can be callous, malicious, and enjoys upsetting people and causing disharmony for others. Okay, because this King of Swords indicates a man who's inclined to be strict, uncompromising, he lacks compassion, and becomes quite a bully. He has a tendency to upset people without regard here. This person doesn't even like losing at all, and he'll go out his way to manipulate and cause upset. So just be careful. Could be dealing with an Aquarius, because you got the star here, because this person is manipulative and controlling, but they're still having hope here. Okay, some of you, like I said, may have to say no and set boundaries with this person. Okay, because the star usually talks about good health, renewed faith, spirituality, inspiration, and hope. You have renewed sense of self, and magic is flowing all around you right now, Earth sign. This is a time of great personal growth and development. Give off yourself and your spirit, as others maybe benefit from this blessing you have received here. This could be an Aquarius or an air sign here that still has hope. Okay, but the card that clarifies this is the Three of Swords. There's somebody here that's hurt. Okay, the spiteful, the vengeful. Okay, someone protects your feelings instead of telling them the truth. One person in your relationship will be tempted to betray the other here, because there's flaws in your relationship or friendship here, and they're being overlooked because the positive aspects are worth keeping here, Earth signs. Okay, some of you are content and happy with the relationship, and you see no need to change anything. But somebody here is lying, they're cheating, they're narcissists, they're overbearing in the relationship. With the Four of Wands here reversed, something's going to come to an end, because the relationship or the home is unstable. Okay, for some of you right now, when the Four of Wands here is showing up like this here, reversed like this, right? You could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. But at the same time here, this Four of Wands here is the outcome here, right? It's showing that somebody here is very frustrated, very resentful. Okay, there could be a lot of discord in a home or in a relationship. Okay, someone could be very rebellious, or there could be a restriction being put down by somebody who's very controlling, very manipulative. Okay, but it's warning you here, Earth, that you may not be paying attention to an important people and issues in your life, and it's asking you to be aware of your attitude and behavior and to change them accordingly. Okay, because you're being pre-warned twice about your attitude that needs to change here, Earth signs. Because the Four of Wands appear in reverse, it's a message to look to the positive, as this will lead to improvement in the situation. Because some of you are thinking too negative, okay? And some of you need to maintain a positive attitude and be appreciative and grateful, because some of you are not grateful and you took somebody for granted here, okay? Or vice versa, because the Four of Wands reverse also tells you to be grateful for all that you have and to appreciate the things that really matter in your life, and that could be your family, your children, things that nearest and dearest to you. Okay, because for some of you right now, there is a tendency towards short-lived romances and unstable connections right now, because some of you are building on false foundation. Offers only a partial fulfillment and happiness, is not the real thing. Okay, and there's a lot of tension, anxiety, irritability here, and this may cause, like I said, muscle aches. It's come back out again. Somebody's not well, somebody's up in their head here, okay, and needs to take time out, because someone's being very stubborn here, and it seems like it's you, Earth sign, because there's definitely been some form of injustice that's taking place, right? And a lot of you could have lost your job, lost your home, okay, and going through quite a lot of stress right now. Could even be affecting you sexually, that you can't even sexually function for some of you. Okay, but there's definitely some restriction being put upon you here. Okay, and it is in the form of some form of control. You're allowing somebody to control you, or there could be some rules and regulation that you need to follow. Some of you could be in prison. Okay, it could have been imposed by yourself, that you're actually put these rules and regulation, or it's another person doing it to you. But this is causing you unhappiness and resentment here, earth signs, okay? But it could ultimately result in some form of rebellion, because there's definitely some upheaval and general discord going on in the home, in the family, in the relationship. There's definitely been some injustice and someone's been very stubborn, but someone could be going through some health issues and this need time out. That's what I'm hearing, okay? Let's see what other message here for earth signs do they need to know. Sun, Moon and Venus rising. What other message does Virgo, Capricorn and Taurus need to know? Okay, you've got love yourself first, okay? Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive here, earth sign, because you can't love somebody until you first love yourself. And you've got very soon clearly decide what you want so it can come to you now. And you also got flirt, extend your light-hearted energy to others. But for, like I said, for some of you right now, this relationship is separated. Some of you are going through finances and career problems right now. There's definitely financial issues affecting your love life right now, because somebody could have lost their job. Someone could be even losing out financially. But someone's being very stubborn here and very controlling and very manipulative. Okay? And some of you need to set stronger boundaries, that people don't cross your boundaries and let you no be no and your yes be yes, okay? And there's no point feeling guilty about having to tell people no, it's not what you want, or you're not going to be putting up with this anymore, okay? Because some of you need to release any beliefs that no longer assist you with your soul growth, or people and things that no longer serve you, okay? Some of you definitely need to let go and let God. And I'm going to pull one more card, and this is for earth signs. Oh, you got two. You got self-care. You need balance in your life, okay? Taking time to replenish your mind, body and soul is a must. Enjoy the time to reconnect and make yourself a priority. Ask yourself, what is serving me and what is taken from me? Much can be revealed when you stop putting yourself at the bottom of the list here, earth signs, okay? And you got manifest, okay? Dreams realized. You have the power to create and manifest what you desire when you choose to push outside of your comfort zone and have determination. Your dreams become reality, because now is the time to take action and have a clear focus on what you want. The universe works with you to create it by using your manifesting power for your highest good, okay? But some of you, like I said, there could be a lot of manipulation going on, because patience is needed, because it could be not the right time, okay? Be mindful not to rush or push your agenda at this time. You need to trust in divine timing and less instant gratification, because having patience allows everything to unfold as it should, and the seeds have been planted. Now it's time for you, earth signs, to let it grow. So then, if you don't fit, don't force it, just relax and let it go, okay? That's for somebody out there, because right now somebody needs time out, okay? With the Four of Wands here, like I said, of the outcome here showing up like this, for some of you right now, the relationship's unstable, it's not balanced, okay? Some of you feel like you belong and feeling comfortable, and that's what the problem is you're kind of focused on familiarity, because I know earth signs don't like change, okay? But with the Four of Wands here, reversed like this, sometimes you only like experiences which you're used to here, earth sign, and that feels comfortable. Because your lack of adventure can be a potential problem, especially if your lover is the type of person who's easily bored, okay? Perhaps they don't want to spend every night sitting in the pajamas in front of the TV. Alternatively, it could be your lover who lacks adventure, and this bothers you. But either way, someone's not happy in this relationship, because someone's too controlling and manipulative. Someone's hurt and they still feel like they're in a third party situation here, okay? And that could have ended the relationship because somebody was being very stubborn here, all right? Because there's definitely been some form of injustice and a separation here. If this resonates with you, earth signs, please like, share, follow. I send you love and light. Namaste.